Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all tonight? I'm going to assume that there's not really a lot to talk about at the moment, is there? Civilization 7 had an update. I'm going to check that out soonish. Just came here to say Antonelli is the next champ. It's a little early for that, isn't it? I mean, I believe he's leading the championship, but we're 4 races in. I think it might be a tad early to make that call. Warhorse is making a Lord of the Ring game. Yeah, I've sort of heard about that. I heard about that. Is it now official? I can see that being brilliant or a massive disappointment just because. So I've got my bases covered there. Recency bias, Gopher. We get this a lot, though. I mean, I cannot remember a season where people were not, oh my god, this season's the most boring season ever. It's already over. Give Max the trophy. Or give Hamilton the trophy. Or give Vettel the trophy. I mean, to be honest with you, in the Vettel years, there were a couple of times when it was pretty much that about race 7. Actually, I think it was only 1 year where it was like that. But even then, I mean, no, to be honest with you, no, I'm trying to think. There's always been a competition. I think the one time where we kind of knew who was going to win by about the halfway stage might well have been, oh, what year was it? There was 1 year where basically Hamilton was so far ahead of his teammate that it was a foregone conclusion, and there was no one else, there was no other team by about halfway. Was that the case with Verstappen? I don't think it was. I think that the halfway point, Verstappen still... I might be misremembering that. At the halfway point... I mean, we're not at the halfway point now. We're at 4 races in. But I think that there was always someone at least knocking on the door and threatening. Although, to be honest with you, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that might be wishful thinking for a couple of the years. Mark, thank you, Mark, for the $5 New Zealand dollar super chat. Steam frame rumored to be around June. Oh, is that like Warframe only steampunk? So, yeah, minor news is still low in volume. It is, yeah. Like I said, the biggest news at the moment, I think, gaming-wise, at least from me, is Civilization 7 got an update. And I will try it out and see if it's... well, no, not see if it's fixed the age problem. It's such a... No, actually, you know what? No, that's probably the correct way to describe it. That the age transition system in Civ 7, it really was problematic. Nice idea, just... There are several things wrong with it, but from what I could see, the changes they've made are actually pretty good. I like the look of it. I'm gonna try a game. I'm gonna drop the difficulty down to, I don't know, Sovereign or something, and give it a shot. See if I can learn the new system, and then might make an opinion video about it. Remove the different civilizations each age. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a lot to be said about the update. There is one new leader as well. I think we got Alexander the Great. And did we have Greece before? I think we had Greece before. We did have Greece before. So we've got one new leader, which is nice. I still feel like the game is probably I feel like it's an early access game, if that makes sense. Now, the age transition, it looked like they might have sorted out. The fact that you can take a civilization all the way from start to end is a very good thing. Honestly, though, I feel like they need to redo the tech tree to make it... I don't know if they have, though. I mean, maybe they've done it, but I think they should change the tech tree to be one continuous thing. I don't like a new tech tree per age. It does not feel right at all. Especially seeing as, I mean, I've ended some antiquity ages without even learning the wheel. Right? And then you get to the next age and apparently I'm capable of doing cartography and machinery. But I haven't invented the wheel yet. And you're supposed to basically accept that you invented it in the interim period. I just don't like this. I would like them to redo the science thing. I've got some ideas on how they could do it as well and still keep fundamentally the same techs. Have they added later ages so that it doesn't end at the modern age? No, I don't think so. And I've got horrible feelings regarding that either. But this is why I feel like it's like a bit of an early access game. It's missing an age at least one age. It's missing certain key leaders and civilizations. You don't even get Genghis Khan in the base game. I'm sorry, it's not a Civ game if you don't get Genghis Khan. I stand by that one, right? Genghis Khan should be a base game leader day one. But there's a ton of other little things that feel a bit early access, which makes the monetization practices for that game even more egregious. So, the stream title is still Darkest Dungeon. Oh, sorry. Change the stream title. Yeah, oh, we'll do. Oh, God, I keep forgetting that. Sorry. Stream manager. So yeah. So I will try Civilization 7 out and give you a bit of a update. Darkest Dungeon is going to be out the World 2. Have I tried Europa Universalis? Oh, is that another? No, I haven't. I don't really play that many Civ type games. I play Civ. I'm a fan of the Civ series, but I've never really stepped much outside that. For some reason, Civ scratches the itch for me, and it's just fine, and every now and again I'll boot it up. And the annoying thing with Civ 7... is I prefer Civ 6, and I prefer even Civ 5. So, I mean, there's an argument to say I should just go back and play Civ 6 when I get the urge. The problem is, there are some things in Civ 7 I really like. And so I really want Civ 7 to work. I love the leader system in Civ 7. I really do. Thank you for the resub, Chasing the Echoes. But yeah. So there's tons about Civ 7 I like that they should keep. I feel like they need to reincorporate the generals. Yeah, that's the leaders. That's kind of what I mean. When you have like an army leader and you have a navy leader and you have you have squadron commanders and stuff. I love the way they do that. That really makes it so that you don't have to be, you know, you could get a little overly protective of some of your higher up units and things. It also always felt a bit... I was less interested in leveling up units in previous civs than I was just amassing many of them. which sometimes could have been a mistake, but overall it wasn't that big of a deal. In Civ 7, those leaders, those commanders, those generals, those admirals, they are key. They are absolutely critically important. So they don't have death machines. I can't remember when Civ 6 got Civ 6. Civ 6. Civ 6. Yeah, I've got Norwegian on the mind here. Believe it or not sex. Civ 6. I think it was that one that had the death machines, wasn't it? Yeah. I can't say I want them back, to be honest. To be honest. But yeah, so there's something about Civ 7 that's got its hooks into me. There's a ton of little things I like about it. And I want it to do well. But I suspect I'm never ever going to be giving it a rave review, even if they fix a ton of stuff, because I do believe that it was just daylight robbery. It'll be one of those games where I will say, if they had charged $70 or $80 for this game and had included X, Y, and Z, this would be a great civilization. But it's going to be an if, because I'll know. I suspect that I don't think they're going to backtrack on this whole let's sell them piecemeal bits of the game thing. You know, if you want Genghis Khan, you're going to have to pay another $30 just to get Genghis Khan. I don't think they're going to backtrack on that. And I horribly suspect their intention is, or at least was, to sell us another age. Was it 5 that had the death machines? Okay. So yeah, I have that feeling that, I mean, they might not do that, because at this point they might realize they're going to get a backlash, but I'm not going to be shocked and horrified to see a DLC announced that is, get another age that will actually let you complete this game properly and send settlers to Alpha Centauri. Like every Civ game prior to it, please pay us another $45. Isn't the scaling in 7 so that once you made a new age, all of the civs move as well? I mean, that's the thing. The new age is for everyone. And you can start the age ahead of everyone if you did well in the previous age, and you can start it behind everyone if you didn't do well, but everyone starts it. And yeah, I'm not a lover of this. I'm not a lover of this at all. I do feel like the ages should have been more based upon how you do. I mean, what they did with Civilization 7 is make Civilization 7 3 different games. Each age feels like a separate game, very disconnected. Which is why this new transition system looks like it could be good. But I sort of agree with you. I almost feel like the age transition, if they could make it by civilization, that would be helpful. The problem is, the way they handle it is to give you bonuses depending on how you finish the last age. And obviously, that's not going to work if you can just take as long as you like on the age, sort of thing. There's got to be some penalty for not making the deadline, as it were. Otherwise, everyone will make the deadline. Obsidian is streaming Outer Worlds 2 update. Ooh! They got an update coming. I should get in and start playing. What's the Wednesday rant? Yeah. So, Civ 7, I'm going to give it another try. And don't get me wrong, for all the negativity I'm going to throw at it, I kind of enjoyed it still. I still fundamentally kind of enjoyed Civ 7. I did. I just feel like they released it 2 years too early and for a price that was just too stupid to allow them to forget it. Yeah. Again, I do have ideas on how they could fix certain things. but a lot of it would involve... Here's the problem. I don't even think they can now. They can't exactly take things like Genghis Khan and some other, like, some of the content they've sold to people. You know, people who bought the $180 version of the game just so they could get Genghis Khan and be able to play the English Empire. They can't just give that to those of us that paid a mere measly $90 for the base game. They can't just give it to us, otherwise they'll offend those people. But honestly, that's about the only way I would ever say, okay, I forgive you. Yeah? Because this is a Civilization game. Civilization game should come with Genghis Khan and probably the British Empire day one. Now, I believe there is a British leader, but from what I can see, is it's Ada Lovelace? What the actual hell? Not Queen Victoria, not Queen Elizabeth, not, you know, Edward Longshanks. Nope. Ada Lovelace. I mean, crap, if they made it Boadicea, I would have said, oh, okay. But Ada Lovelace? Why is Ada Lovelace a leader of a civilization? It's very odd. Yes, I want my Queen Elizabeth I of my English Empire, and I don't want to have to spend an extra $30 to play it. It's 40% off at the moment. Maybe I should buy them. I didn't buy them on principle. I just did not buy them on principle. I almost feel like I don't want to support that kind of practice. If they're 40% off, that makes it... Do you know what the problem is? To get both Genghis Khan and I believe the English civilization, I have to buy both of the big ones, which is like $60. So what, I'll get it for $35? I mean, that's still stupidly expensive. That's just stupidly expensive to get both of them. I'm mortally offended at that. And I don't want to reward them for it. But I am tempted, I must admit. Might wait for there to be like a 90% sale or something. I mean, am I out of line, do you think, for not thinking it's reasonable to have a full game cost $180 day one? Or was it 180? I think it was, or 160. Can't remember. It was 100 and something. If you wanted the full game with all of the DLC, and I remind you, the DLC so far, as far as I can see, are like, you know, there's a $30 DLC and you get 2 leaders, 4 civilizations, which at release was terrible because civilizations could only play one age. So that was basically 1 1/3 games worth of civilizations. And 3 or 4 wonders. And it's like, $30 for... What the actual F? And like I said, Genghis Khan, Britain as a civilization, things like that. These are just things I just semi-expect in a civilization game. And you want to charge me an extra $60 for it more than that? That's just, no. So yeah, the full version of the game, what I would call the full version of the game, not the deluxe version, as you might say, with all future DLCs. This was day one crap. This was day one crap. They were selling this day one. Granted, they hadn't finished making all the leaders and civilizations, or at least they weren't admitting to it. But I don't care. DLC for Civilization should be whole new play mechanics. You know, in Civ 5 and Civ 6, I think you got a DLC and it added some new way of winning the game or mechanics that were massively different. And it probably added a few leaders and civilizations. But it felt like they'd made the game, released it, it was popular, so they sat down and started making more content for it. Civ 7 feels like they did it backwards. They said, right, let's see what monetized content we can get extracted from the base game and see who's stupid enough to buy the full damned thing. Sorry to anyone who did buy the whole damn thing. I don't mean you're stupid, but that is just such a insane amount of money. Especially since the game didn't even feel finished. Like I said, the user interface was appalling at release. They have improved it a lot. And this latest update definitely seems to have updated quite a few things. So, but you release a game in what feels like an unfinished early access state and charge $100 and God knows how many dollars for the full experience. So, the new DLC has pirates. Pirates were already in the game. Nominal Angel. Pirates are in the base game. There's a pirate leader, and there are buccaneers and pirates. For, you know, you can use them. In fact, if you play one of the leaders, the pirate leader, you actually don't get a choice. All of your ships, I believe, count as pirates. So. I don't care that much about different leaders, but I do want different nations in the base game. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's, look, for me, it was just the fact that they didn't give Genghis Khan. Does 7 have the little religious trolls that come out of nowhere and ruin everything after a few? No, they got rid. There is religion. There is religion in Civ 7, but it isn't a win scenario. And it seems to take a lot of inspiration from Civ 6, but it is very different. You feel much more like you're spreading religious propaganda rather than having a wizard battle. Yeah, I mean, because Civ 6 was stupid. The little wizard battles were stupid. And the fact that there was no way to fight it if you hadn't started your own religion, if you hadn't gone down the religious path, you literally could not fight that, was insane. Whereas religion's only actually important in the exploration age, and frankly, you can sort of ignore it. I always engage with it and I make a very quick religion, and then I pick the options that allow me to do the least amount of work while still actually getting some benefits from it. You know the one. Get to, was it codexes? Artifacts? Whatever it was, from converting a city-state or something. Is there? Oh, it says Edward Teach and the Republic of Pirates. Yep. Yep. There's even a wonder that goes with it. So, I'm dumbfounded Britain wasn't day one. I mean, absolutely, right? I mean, that's the thing. And granted, alright, I'm being a bit British biased, but I'm also incensed that there was no Genghis Khan day one for people who bought the base game. Genghis Khan. Has there been a Civilization game where we didn't get Genghis Khan? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was a game where we didn't get Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan! For crying out loud. And it's that sort of thing that just feels real shady. Shoot me, Gopher. Okay. Gandhi was there, right? No, we didn't have Gandhi. We didn't have Gandhi in Civ 7. Sorry. No, as far as I remember, I don't believe there's a Gandhi. But yeah. And it's not like the leaders they gave us were bad leaders. It's just you're missing a whole heap of fan favourites. You know what I'm saying? And when you're missing fan favourites, you know your plan is to sell them back at a later date. You just do. You know it. And you need a slap for that. Julius Caesar. There is a Caesar. There is a Caesar, yes. Caesar was there. They had to give us some fan favourites, right? As far as I'm concerned, each Civ game should have all the fan favourites from the last one. And find a few new ones. No Gandhi, what the hell? Yeah. It's... They've got some very odd leaders, actually. People who were not really leaders of a country. Which I don't mind. Again, I don't mind. It's just funny that we've got Ada Lovelace as the leader of Britain, but we don't have a Winston Churchill. We don't have anyone like that. You know, we just got Ada Lovelace. It's a bizarre choice, really. But we've now got Alexander the Great with this new update, and I'll be honest, I'm kicking myself for not even noticing there wasn't an Alexander the Great. But yeah, there you go. But like I said, it's one of those things where I hate certain aspects of it, but I also quite like other aspects. So I want it to do well. I want it to re-emerge and get better and better and become a great Civ game. But I will always, I think, be poking at them for the monetary BS. Anyway, look, guys, I was supposed to be doing... My plan here, as always, was to just get in game really quickly. Just a random stream. And I thought I'd just mention Civilization and then I'd play it before giving you a rant. And now you're getting a rant. We like Nuclear Gandhi. Oh, yeah. No Ramses. There's no Ramses. No, sorry. There is... Who do we have? Who do we have in... Was it Cleopatra we've got in Civ 7? I can't remember. I think it's Cleopatra we've got. It's definitely a female leader for Egypt. And we've got Egypt. Although you've got to be on... You've got to say you couldn't not have Egypt. Although, with the way they release Civ 7, it's not completely out of the damned question that they technically thought to themselves, maybe we don't release Egypt or the pyramids as a wonder, and then we can sell it to them for $500,000 or something, you know. Yes. I'm not going to forgive them for not having Genghis Khan. Right, end of story, end of rant. Let's get into this. Yeah?
Why hunt for this DeVries person? You both work for the same outfit. Just wait for the next company party and chat awkwardly like civilized dysfunctional colleagues.
Pretty sure she's been fired at this point. I kind of hope she's been fired at this point. I mean, really? Right. Now. Oh yeah, the universe collapsed. Oh yeah. What? Right. Yes. We're here. We are definitely here. And we're definitely doing something monumentally important that I have not totally forgotten. We're trying to meet your friend. And also... Okay. Exaltation Lung Sanitizer. Drugs are consumed on pickup, granting progress towards an inhaler charge. Inhaler charges are used by your inhaler for healing while in combat. Okay, drugs are consumed on pickup. Oh, it's just... Oh. It's just telling me how this works. Okay, tribute unfiltered. This is a junk item. Okay.
Sink or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hump the crabble sea battle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Yep. Yep. Famous last... Wait. Are they? They look different. Look different. Okay, so... Yeah! I am not going to be stabbing every single one of these things, because it'll take me forever. Yes, we are going to reunite Niles and Zebulon. Workbench is over there. Now, I did find... Didn't I find... I found... No. There was a guy with Purpleberry Crunch around his mouth. I found his place, I believe. I did find his place.
Sit or sprint?
I found his place, and I now know I can talk to him about it. But we'll do that another time. But wasn't I also... I'm trying to remember. I'd agreed to help the Uji What's-It guy. Oh, I think I've got to go to... I gotta go to the repair factory for robots.
This looks like the place.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Okay, are those robots going to be a problem, do you think? Okay. Hello?
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb. You look... well.
What am I... Could you give me a second, gentlemen? I'm hearing something. It's probably auto-mechanical, right? Okay, I'll do the talking for you as soon as you seem a bit awkward.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Okay. Now, you know what? Niles, you did not mention that Zebulon thought you were dead. That is mildly awful.
I didn't know. Didn't realize you would...
What else was I to think? You disappeared, sent no word. Death was the best I could have hoped for you, given the alternatives. Let's not mince words. You ran from the cause, I stayed, and suffered for it. Now you turn up with this stranger. And who precisely are you?
No offense.
Another Earth Directorate cast-off?
Sort of, yeah. Just a friend of Niles like you. If I was, would that make you more or less willing to trust me?
Is that a jest?
Bring that boil down to a simmer, Zeb. This is my commander, one who was with me at Horizon Point.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
Okay. I wonder why you're kind of an ass. It's true, but I don't want to annoy Niles. You're just mad because Niles has better, cooler friends now. Ooh, that's starting a fight. No. Look, we're working together to save Arcadia. Of course, I assume you'd support.
That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future.
Oh.
Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not
I've noticed
just here
that.
to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I'm going to let Niles respond.
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra? Fuck. It's all coming apart.
I'm beginning to think you'd like to rethink Niall's offer of help.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zed?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
What was the info they passed along? If you reach the console... Oh no, whoa. They'll most likely expose you under torture, won't they? No. I'm in if Niles is in.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Oh. Yeah, we haven't actually found a way to reach the Vox station yet, so it might take a while. This is true.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the console.
Okay. I'm sorry we don't have a way into Vox already set up to go rescue your friends. I got some other questions before I go. I'll be quick-ish.
I'll answer what I can.
How did a Protectorate doctor end up turning rebel fighter?
If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so... small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration.
No, I can understand that. I gotta be honest with you, each time I talk... Like, when we went to the settlement just round the corner, I suddenly had a better view of the Protectorate, because the people there seem to be quite nice. And then you remind me, the people might be nice, but the people in charge are absolute bar stewards. I'd actually prefer Auntie's choice, which is saying something. Alright, I want to talk about your mental refreshment.
Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds.
Alright then. What can you tell me about your neighbors?
The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them.
Oh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I may well have killed them all. But I was actually talking about the people of Westport.
Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
Okay, thank you. That's pretty much it. Alright, don't need to steal the man's stuff. Is this robots? Hello. I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and say if I cross this line, you're not going to be happy, right? Right, probably not. Okay then. Right, so it looks like it's going to be a while before we can help your friend. I'm afraid now. So, yeah, we gotta keep finding a way into Vox. A lot of very dead people around here. And I do want to help the people of Westport as well. I'm hearing something. So, there's a workbench there, but I don't want to get murdered. We need to go to the Automech Repair Center. Because we do have something to do there. Okay. Vigilant Huggarth said he can help us get inside Vox. Acquisitions Officer Kawa has a task that needs doing and said she could help us get into the Vox relay in exchange. Which one was that? Minister Milverstreet offered to add infiltration. Right, so we've actually got other options. What was the officer? Vigilant Hogarth needs your help in getting the Westport back on its feet. He's looking for parts to reprogram their old combat mechs to perform essential tasks for the town. Aiding him could help you get into the Vox relay. So we would need to find... Right, we need to find credentials. That's what we need to do. Credentials. Find personnel trapped in the lab. Ah, yeah. Only the person trapped in the lab seems to be somewhat unobtainable at the moment. Yeah. Acquisitions Officer Kawa. Oh, that was Psycho Lady, wasn't it? That was Psycho Lady wants us to kill lots of people. Milverstreet wants the secret to mind control. Hogarth just wants some robots to make life better for the people of Westport. I'm feeling that one. Definitely. Yikes. With the music. So, tune to the wireless. We will go and rescue the man over there. It's just right now, I'm feeling... what level am I? I'm level 5. I'm feeling like I need to just be a tiny bit... Okay, you know what? What was it I was... Blink, blink, blink. Right. Hold on. It was somewhere over there. Can't see anyone. This is probably foolish. Just keep running past it and someone needs rescuing. I'm a space ranger! Yeah, that little symbol makes me think, not a good idea. Oh, are you seeing me? You're probably seeing me, aren't you? Oh, wow. This really is not a great sight, actually. What do you think? We just wait a little while? Maybe just wait a little while, come back here and rescue that person. I mean, if they've not got themselves safe and secure by this time, let's face it, we're absolutely not going to be rescuing anyone anyway. Okay. Let's get to the auto mechanicals. That looks a bit like a wizard's hat, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Oh, no. Not auto mechanicals. I need to get... here. That's where I need to get to. And that I can get to by following this road. Oh, I need to remember. I need to remember that I'm taking a lot of people along for the ride, aren't I? Okay, you know, fair enough. The problems of live streaming. And not being able to cut things out. Am I feeling okay? You sound like you might be slightly under the weather. Do I sound a little odd? Do I sound hoarse or something? I was wondering that, to be honest. I don't feel bad. But I was, like, my throat has a tiny soreness to it. And I wondered if I was coming down with something, but I hope not. I want to do some recording tomorrow. Low energy. Okay, you know what? We have got to go that way. Why do I keep taking that out? Okay. Does this thing work now? Whoa! Almost fell off. Nope, still need Engineering 3 to fix it. Right. Where exactly was it? It was up here. Big building, big building. Find Arc access credentials. You seem fine, just a playthrough without purpose. Well, I have purpose. I have purpose. We're getting into the Vox relay. We just have lots of other purposes as well. That's just how it goes. We're collecting purposes all the time, and sometimes those purposes get a little smudged. Well, like I said, I've got the oddest feeling of having a sore throat. I did go to the dentist yesterday, so I just assumed it was from lying with my mouth wide open for God knows how long. And that I would feel a bit better tomorrow. Because I don't really feel ill. You should never ask old people that, because they'll start feeling ill. They'll be like, I might be dying. How do I get where I'm trying to go?
Emergency broadcast ready.
Oh!
Ready to waste them, or your command.
I was about to say, didn't see that.
I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Whoa! Well, that was a lot of ammunition used.
Let's wreck them.
Okay, I'll worry about the ammunition use. Where? Who? What? Where? I can't see anyone. Okay. What are you shooting at? Okay, what the hell are those? Oh my god, that's protectorate stuff. Alright, fine, we'll take it down. I'm stuck. What the hell am I stuck? I'm stuck on a flower. Oh, well, this is...
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Is that everyone? Okay. Nice. Any other dead bodies? No. How far off track am I now? When does Stalker restart? What? Stalker? It's halfway through chapter 2. I posted episode 70 today. Yeah, episode 70 is live. I don't think I've been here. No, I thought maybe I'd been here and it was where I'd met that woman, but no. Right, so... Yeah, I need to find ARC access credentials in here. Once we've...
Take him out!
I was going to say it's going to spit, isn't it? Wow. I am using so much jam. Okay.
Hey, got a distraction.
Feel free to...
Over here. Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's going untouched by this one.
Oh! Nice! Okay, let's just take a wow. Let's just take a second. I now have a perk. Right. So, through the keyhole, I need to get 3 perks to... How many have I got? Oh, right. So this one, these are the ones I purchased. I need 1 more perk before I can get this one, unfortunate. Face Reader, on the other hand, I could get right now. Intimidator, I'd like to be able to intimidate people, I will admit. But I need Observation 5 for that. Grim Visage, yeah. I think Face Reader. What do you guys think? I think Face Reader. Although for that, I'm going to need Observation 5. So I'll need 1 rank there. And I will need... Shall I... I feel like I want to get Speech at... I've wanted Face Reader for a while. Yeah, do you know the worrying thing about Face Reader is knowing that someone will react badly will make me be sensible. But you know what? I should be sensible. All right. This is what I do after all. I'm a gambler and I'm good at reading people. So, Observation 5. I'm thinking Speech 4. but then I'm still not sure whether to go Lockpick or wait with hacking, or even think about engineering. But I think Speech 4. I get the feeling getting things to 4 at the moment would be a good point for all of my, like, skill checks. Whereas for the perks, I do need things like Speech 6, etc. But honestly, I think I'm going to leave 1 point available for either Lockpick or... hacking. Let's just apply that. And then for the perks... Yeah, I think Face Reader. Through the Keyhole is one I absolutely want, but I can't take it yet anyway. That's almost certainly my next pick, which means raising speeches beyond 4 is absolutely pointless, because I've already got Lockpick 2 anyway. But I definitely want Through the Keyhole. Face Reader... apply, yes. And what about the companions? Do they know? Level 10 for them. All right. Okay. I'm hearing something over there. There is something down there. I have a feeling, yeah, this is where the Vox relay is. I have a feeling just wandering around down there could be a bad idea. Especially since it's... Oh, I could get... Yeah, I could probably get back up. But right now, we don't actually have a huge reason to go there. Shells. Now! I did keep my triple barrel. I don't have a huge number of shells for it. Actually, Yeah.
Looking low on ammo there, Commander. I could help you whip something up.
No, I'm just going to use this to save the other ammo, because I'm probably going to need a lot more of this short ammo. Short rounds! Nice! Prism repeating rifle. That's the one I already had, isn't it? Isn't that the one I already had? Oh, no. No. And the thing is, this, it's got a 2 times magnification. I feel like this is a better sniper weapon, but I feel like this is a better close mid-range weapon. And it levels up. It's like you have to use it, but it's currently nowhere near as good as something like this. If I just want to do a one shot from afar, this is so much better. But can I see how close I am to leveling this? Do I need to kill to level this? Or do I just need to damage? That is... yeah. I feel like this is probably the better option at this range. It does more damage. And it just has a better optic. And I am somewhat running out of ammunition. Okay, so I don't know where we're heading. So let's just... okay. So it looks like there's something stuck in its mouth. Right. It's all the way at the end there. So let's just be somewhat thorough. Repeating rifle. Now, I can get black powder from breaking down these rifles, I feel. The door is barred shut. Alright. This looks like an escape pod. As does that, actually. Prudence dictates. Prudence probably dictates that I stop randomly opening things. Just because I think there might be loot in there. But prudence can kiss my backside. Alright. Open. Ah. Right, no, we're breaking down junk for now. Let's have a, oh. What is it that you can make for me?
Seeing Zeb again went different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for tears and confetti, but damn.
Yeah, sorry it didn't go much better.
That's appreciated, Commander. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away.
Yeah.
But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed.
Probably, but you should have come back with a, I'm really, really sorry. Oh. No, what I want to know, why do you think you would have got both of you killed?
Let's just say my ambitions were bigger than my talents after I recovered from Horizon Point. Still believed I could change the world back then. Anyway.
What?
I appreciate the check-in, Commander.
No, you...
Was there anything else you needed?
You can! No, I just want to do some tinkering.
Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Yeah. I want to know what... Is it consumables? Right, we can make shells. We can make shells. We can make compact rounds. I feel like compact rounds are probably better. Because they can be used both as shotguns. Yeah. Oh, no. Short rounds. I need short rounds. I'm missing black powder. No, shells. I can make 25 shells for a lot less black powder. Yeah. All right. And I can break down. We can break down all the junk. Let's break down all the junk first of all. And then have a look at what I've got that we might want to break down. I've got a repeating rifle. This isn't as good as the one I'm using, so we could break that down for 6 black powder. Definitely feel like that's the way to go. Yeah. I just need black powder. That's the thing, isn't it? Almost feel like I should break down some of these uniforms. Oh, and it bandolier Oh, I've got... I'm never going to use those, am I? I'm never going to wear those. I could probably break down a lot of this. I think I need cloth. I do need cloth for some of the upgrades. Yes, I do. So let's break that down. And grit enhancing materials. Yeah, okay. And this one for the black powder. I might break down other things later on. And this would allow me now, on the consumables, to make short rounds. I can make 80 short rounds. That would leave me 6. Yeah. Alright, let's just do it. I feel like I'm going to need a lot of rounds, but I also might want some shells. Okay. Armor modifications. Do I actually have space on my armor? For anything? This is crafting of the... I mean, I could make any of those. Weapon mods, inhaler primers, miscellaneous. Don't need to craft any of these. Utility... Oh, extra holster. This is the one I want. I need 4 more cloth, and then I can change helmets. Because that's where I store my 3rd weapon. In my helmet. That makes total sense. Yes, it does. And I've got no mods for any of this stuff. Or do I? Hasn't this already got... What's this? Oh, this has got corrosion soak. Yeah. Still the best option. My helmet... Yeah. Alright. Okay, so I've got a decent amount of ammo now. Which means, is there anything I can sell? I don't think I want to sell any of this stuff. And honestly, genuinely, I feel like breaking stuff down for cloth would be better. Is there anything that's worth selling? I mean, I've got so much food. Am I ever going to use all this food? I feel like the food might be... I mean, if I sell one of these, does that sell 1 or 10? Ah, the price was for 10, though. Yeah, I'm not using the food. I should probably sell it. Do I need 3... Once I've got the recipe, I can sell spares, right? Because the recipe just unlocks it so I can make them. All I need is 1 and I can make unlimited. It's not like I use the recipe up. Does anyone know? Does anyone know? If I use... Do I use the recipe up when I make them? Or can I just keep 1 of everything? And sell 2 plasma soaks? Is anybody listening? I'm going to take a very, very, very quick break, guys. Back in a second. Whew, I'm back. How we all doing? Sorry, I suddenly got really hungry. I needed a snack and something to drink. Why do I feel like, you're all not here anymore? Anyway, you know what? It's not going to stop me anyway. Jammy Dodgers. Wait, no. Is it coffee I would run out and would kill for some? It's decaf coffee and a slice of bread with some cheese on it. It's very late here. I don't want to caffeinate. I'm an insomniac, so I should definitely not caffeinate this time of night. I'm trying to be sensible in my old age. You know what, though? I'm going to sell 2 of these. Wait, didn't I just sell 2? Apparently not. Yay, got a little extra cash. Okay then. The door, that door is barred shut as well. Aha. Now, I've seen this movie. We're going to crawl through the ventilator shafts. This is not... Activate barracks door system. Uh-oh. I should probably look around before I do this. Spalded uniform. I've got a spalded uniform. Okay, that is a spalder. Definitely a spalder. No. Wait, what? Spacer outfit. No, I'm gonna stick with the scoundrel's Aegis. Yeah, all right. And this barrack observation report, yada yada. Moore made what he likely thought was a joke in the barracks. During his refrain, he slyly referenced a document that as yet remained uncensored on his terminal. Whether this lapse was caused by sheer hubris or the subconscious seed of antisocial behavior is unknown. Nevertheless, it is a clear violation of the trust placed upon him by the council. Recommend mental refreshment followed by transfer to another division. Consul, sorry. Okay, so this person's a bit of a tattletale, aren't they? A snitch. Barrack observation report. Johnson spoke in his sleep last night, words that sounded vaguely of his duties within the ministry. This may show a proclivity towards either unwitting disclosure or deep-rooted discontentment. Recommend mental refreshment. Wow. I hope someone shot this guy. Adams confessed that he's having trouble sleeping because he can't stop thinking about being watched through the newly installed two-way glass. Undoubtedly, this is the sign of a guilty conscience. Recommend mental refreshment.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. Got some long grounds. This gets us outside. Alright, let's unbar this and let's get ready for a fight. I have no idea why I want to go in there. Well, that's a lie. There's probably stuff. Okay. Right, nice. We'll have less of that. Moderation. Vodka. Necklace. Oh! Things like necklace and stuff. I probably should sell some of the junk. plated bandolier. Alright, I probably shouldn't junk everything. That was probably a mistake. There's probably some stuff that is worth keeping. Right. As in expensive stuff. Would it be this? No. What would it come under? Yeah, no, I think it is. It's junk can be broken down for crafting materials, but like a jeweled ring is worth 100. What do you get for it? Okay. Hogwarts said you need to access an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy to get inside. Yeah, we're still. That's what we're here for. We are still here for this. We're still doing it. We're on the job. It might not look like we're on the job.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Why would I get myself killed? Never mind, silly question. Okay, guys, come on. I'm going to assume this is a friendly person. Hello. It's a Raptidon. Hi.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you
you
can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
Okay, well, I've killed many... Oh, you look a little disappointed. Yeah, you look a little disappointed that I didn't get eaten.
That obvious, huh? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something worth harvesting. Something worth the trouble of killing the poor creature. But hope is the father of disappointment.
Oh, okay. That's what you were disappointed by. Okay, that makes more sense. Why are people dropping Raptidons in this neighborhood? Are you some kind of... What in the void is wrong with your arm? Yeah, okay. This is probably rude, but I've got to ask. What is wrong with your arm?
Mind yourself now. I don't know my life story to someone I ain't even properly acquainted with. What is it you're doing round here?
Okay. Could ask you the same, or is your job to lecture the odd passerby?
Cute. Though I did come here for another job, it's true. I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milverstreet of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island.
Oh, is this...
I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none.
I've never met a grafted soldier before. I don't think I have. Why is this place littered with Raptidons anyway? There's nothing here but paperwork.
When there's paperwork, there's enemy secrets. And dropping Raptidons on the place is a quick way to stop any personnel keen on destroying those secrets before we find them. It's a kinder fate than if they survived. Allowing us to walk off with this intel would surely land any survivor in front of the firing squad. Or sentimental refreshment.
So you drop the Raptidons on top of them and then hope they ate something? Okay. Then the information here must be doubly valuable.
Mm-hmm. This place is an archive of Protectorate censorship. If it's been sanitized, censored, or rewritten out of the Protectorate's history, the Ministry's where you'll find it.
Okay.
And apparently there's some highly sensitive intel about mental refreshment hereabouts. The Minister sent me here to find it.
Ah, yeah. I'm surprised he'd send a grafted soldier here. Don't think I've seen many of you around.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
No, okay. Oh, she's got a third arm back there. Yeah. No, not making fun. Just conversation. Really, so I'm not making fun.
Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon, too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
Okay, and now you're looking for a chance to prove them wrong. Yeah?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this
See, I'm glad
damn contract.
I didn't tell her why I was
Unless
here.
I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
See, here's the problem. She's here to get the thing that the other guy wanted me to get, but I've not agreed to get it. But I also don't think I want him to have it. But I don't really feel like I want to fight her. She seems okay. You mentioned the Enhanced Soldier Division. Couldn't they help you out?
No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
You could try kissing the graft. Oh my god. Have you tried asking her for help?
She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
Okay. You do make it sound a bit like you'll keel over at any minute.
Truth is, my time is coming. The graft's making me sick, and it'll kill me if I leave it be. But I ain't giving up. There's gotta be a way to fix it.
Oh, I want to help her. And to do that, you have to get around your contract. Why's that?
You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says
No.
any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
Okay. If a contract is stopping you, then go independent. How bad could it be?
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
You've been in this position before.
Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time.
Oh, well, honestly, I hope things work out for you. Maybe we'll see each other around.
Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the wraps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Oh, so she did find whatever it was he wanted.
Nez remind you of Helen. Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
I feel like she could be swayed. That was the vibe I was getting from her. I was getting a vibe from her that was like, you know, like, I was wondering if we could offer her a job. Oh, God. All right, then. Black powder. Nice. Workbench. Yeah, I mean, like, for the valuables, for example, that would get me ferrochromium. But is that worth it? I feel like no. This gets me foil. Or it might be for all I know. And win it. Designate a light revolver. Not going to be using that because he uses short rounds, but wow, does it do a lot of damage. Okay, that breaking that. We can break that down for some black powder. We'll wait. While I've got him with me, I don't need to worry too much. Yeah. I'm hoping she didn't get the information that that guy wanted. Not Not because I'm thinking of giving it to him. I just don't want him to have it.
Let's get him over with!
Oh, no, I did the thing I shouldn't do. I let it reload itself. It's never a good idea.
Welcome, minion.
Who's that? Nibbin in! Thank you for the resub. Do we hear anything? Something around here's found a body. Let's get some high ground. Or over. Over. High ground. High ground. Oh, no. No, no, Valerie, you're in the way. Okay. You both up here? Good, 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 good. Okay, what the hell is this? Oh. Oh, I keep forgetting I've got double jump. Didn't need to... Ah, up there, maybe? Was there anything down here we would want, do you think? I'll tell you what, before we go up, let's just double check, yeah? You know... Oh, God, what am I stuck on? I'm hearing something. Definitely. Is this? Alright, this is barred shut. Alright. Okay, what? What do we have here? Alert! Overdue deliverance. Our records indicate the Ministry is 247 days late on delivering critical information to Euphoria Arc. Print the following pass to Euphoria Arc and hand deliver the pertinent reports immediately. I'm going to print an Arc pass. Nice. Was that it? Return to Census tasks. Okay. Following retreat from Fairfield, 3 dead, 6 missing, 1 wounded, 10 active. Unit cohesion broken, morale low, awaiting instructions. Sentinel repair automech. I spied 2 sentinels wrestling with my automechs last night. Upon their leave, I found a new data recorder hidden beneath the main sensor lens. I'm perplexed as to their intention. They must know I would have found the recorder eventually. What's more, they're sentinels. They could simply request the primary data device if they had a mind to. I should likely say nothing, but if something is wrong with that automech, I'd be afraid to have its abnormality credited to me. Teacher relishes new position, report by L. Courtley. A wise man fears anything that would label him unfaithful, and historically I would apply that moniker to Alphonse Schultz. But it now seems he fears nothing, for he has recently spoken out in an outrageous and unseemly manner. It matters not what occupation your youth prepared you for, the Sovereign sees your best course for the whole of the Protectorate. It matters not if you find the work distasteful or tedious or difficult. You do it with pride for the sake of the Protectorate. You do not tell the 24 children you are teaching that they've been demoted to a glorified... that you've been demoted to a glorified sprat wrangler. Matriarch, help us. Oh, I do feel a little sorry for these people. Oh, I feel very sorry for the people. Alright, so I got the pass. We can now... keep looking for stuff to loot. Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Let's skip diplomacy.
Yes, sir. Oh. Do not. Okay. Yes, I don't know if that gets better with use or with kills. Wait. I do not know. I wish I could ask you guys. Okay, but we are getting a lot of rounds now. Eat. Already at full health. Ah, that's what that was. Uh-huh. Yellow. Follow the yellow. Unsanitized reports. Fairfield under siege by Raptidon threat. Raptidons are encroaching on Fairfield's borders and hunting its citizens for sport. Our resources are spread thin, and what firepower we possess has not risen to the standard of suppressing this terrible scourge. Currently, we do not have a plan for their eradication. As all the planners have been viciously consumed, their bones picked clean and blood staining the soil of these hostile lands. Recommended edits. Emphasize the monsters wreaking havoc across this prosperous island are confirmed to have been unleashed by Auntie's choice. Remind the people who is responsible and assure them that the Sovereign will quickly gain control of the situation. Let it also be known that the metal pods littering the plains are likely vessels for Raptidon delivery. Steer clear if any of those are spotted. Research team feared devoured by skeleton crabble. A group of researchers known internally as crabble enthusiasts vanished while in pursuit of the fabled skeleton crabble on the coast of Paradise Island. Their families fear the worst. If the legends of the skeleton crabble are to be believed, they died in a most gruesome and painful fashion. Their final breaths wasted on dishonorable shrieks of agony, pleading for help that never came. Recommended edits. Please do not speculate on the fate of missing researchers. Our remaining scientists must remain focused and untroubled by the wayward actions of their fellows. We also do not wish to encourage fables or cryptozoology, which will only stoke interest rather than avoidance. Okay. Current standards of sanitization and messaging. The order is to be elevated to Scourge of the Protectorate. Any discussion of the Order of the Ascendant is to be altered to verbosely acknowledge that it is to be opposed by the Protectorate at every turn. Any text, data, or intelligence that shows indifference, or worse, potentially praising the Order, is to be corrected, and its authors are to be immediately remanded to mental refreshment. The tragedy of Horizon Point creates heroes of the Protectorate. Those subjects lost in the tragic natural disaster that enveloped Horizon Point, including the very family members of the Sovereign, are to be celebrated as heroes of the Protectorate. They died while embracing their highest calling in service to the Sovereign, and he has personally mourned their loss. Any discussion of causes outside of natural disasters or of foreign actors being involved are to be scrubbed, and their authors are to be reported for mental refreshment. The war with Auntie's choice. Any discussion or analysis indicating that the war with Auntie's choice is escalating or that the Protectorate is losing ground is to be replaced with assurances that the war continues to go well and that the Sovereign will soon dismantle Auntie's petty machinations and feeble aggressions. Okay. Oh, it's that. Okay, so the noob gun gets better with use, not with kills. Okay, good to know.
Hit him hard!
Okay. All right.
Great. First they're on the walls, now the ceilings. Hey, easy on the actuators.
Okay. What is playing that bloody music? All right. Scrap you off. Crabble meat, short rounds. Definitely finding a lot of short rounds now, which is good. Possibly shouldn't have used my black powder to make them. Okay. so where does this get us? Somewhere different. Okay. Trooper steel helmet. Oh, black powder, nice. We can make some shotgun shells with that. And what? What is that? What is that damned sound? Are you here? Oh, hello. Are you guys hearing this? Auto dock. Oh, I don't need it. Oh, I did. I did in fact need it. Right. Okay then. Ah, I think. Yeah, that's where we met Oogie What's it. Yeah. What the? Is there something outside we should know about? Administrator's reports. Warning, do not proceed if you are not the Sentinel Administrator of the Ministry of Accuracy. Failure to heed this warning. Oh, failure to heed this warning, if you are not said Administrator, will be met with severe consequences. I'll deal with that. New Horizons for mental refreshment. Our consul has breathed new life into the much-lauded mental refreshment program, graduating hundreds of subjects in record time. Now even the most extreme cases may be rehabilitated and invited back into the fold, their perspective less complicated and more loyal. Once again, tried and true methods win out over needless research and development. The consul knows what's best for the Protectorate, and nothing's better than mental refreshment. When your troubled friends and neighbours stray from the bosom of the Protectorate, remember that mental refreshment is the best way back to basics. And once you're there, relearning basic skills will be as simple as second nature. Oh yeah, they're lobotomizing these people. By direction of the consul, the following are the revised decree of the consul. Please select the decree you wish to review. Do not spare the rod. Claims of the sovereign's leniency are utterly unfounded. Regardless of whom the source of the rumour may be, warden, arbiter, or vigilant, it falls upon every sentinel to ignore claims of clemency and ensure that subjects receive the harshest punishments possible for derelictions of the paradigm. I expect all administrators to observe their wards even more thoroughly from this moment on. The consul reminds us to observe math with suspicion. Okay. We have discovered evidence that there may still be Order of the Ascendant believers living amongst our subjects. Maintain special vigilance over any subject observed doing complex math equations. As per previous decrees, report any suspicious behaviour to the Sentinels. The Consul's revised doctrine regarding the Order. The Order's continued hostility, combined with their apparent involvement in Anti's invasion, puts the Protectorate in a position where we must quell subversive information about the Order with haste. Double your efforts to sanitize information that runs contrary to the Protectorate teachings. Such information is to be replaced with the litany of previously circulated betoken anti-Order information generated by the Office of the Consul. Any subjects found making pro-Order statements must be reported at once to the Sentinels. Okay. I'm feeling there's something on the other side of that bloody door, isn't there? There is definitely something on the other side of that bloody door. Let's go and find it and poke it. Huh. Alright, apparently there will be no poking done. Huh. Right. Anything up here that we can... Oh. Okay. Ah. That would have been another way in. We could have possibly got in that way. Okay. Let's rethink now. I now have to get to the Automech Repair Center. Where was... you know what? We can free this person up later. Right now, we have got to get to the Automech Repair Center and... Right. We're basically looking for parts to reprogram the old combat mechs. Okay. So hopefully they'll just give us the parts if we ask nicely. When you hear that sound, look to the bottom of the screen. You're... Oh, you're kidding me? That was the sound of my observation. Oh. Going back. What was it observing? That sounded like something dangerous, but it was actually something useful? Okay. It was... Oh! It was that! Secret door! Oh, I should have known that, by the way. He was trying to scrabble in. Aha! Okay, so observation skill is very useful, especially for someone who lacks observational skills. Now I know what it sounds like. Okay, we have... Oh, an open safe. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm glad I know that, but that was a little disappointing. I was sort of hoping for some awe-inspiring super weapon. You cannot fast travel now. Oh! Why can I not fast travel now? Probably because I was in some interior. Right. Hi.
What did I tell you? Unless you got approval, you can make like a sprat and skedaddle.
Okay. Requires engineering or engineering 2 or 3. Right, nope. Step aside. I'm approved to enter.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Okay, that would explain the toxic cloud bellowing overhead. But sounds serious. Is everyone all right?
Nothing too bad. Aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches. One more thing.
You said headaches twice.
Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Right, well, I wasn't going to cause any trouble. Oh, it says access granted. Look at that. Hi. Okay, no, doesn't want to talk. Okay. Don't know why, but I feel like I want to walk around and...
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Oh, no, do not steal things. Do not steal things. It's very specific about that. Right, now, reminding myself, I need to get old combat mech parts. No, I'm looking for parts to reprogram the old... So it's just parts. I'm looking for parts. I have no idea where I shall find parts. But I've got a pass, and I should look like I know what the hell I'm doing. The hell is that? Hey, what's that? Hello? Don't want to talk? Oh, I so want to jump down there. I so want to jump down there. Oh, excuse me. I should really be careful picking things up. Okay, we've got a lift going up. I don't know if that's where I should go, but before I go anywhere, I just want to... Hi. Morning, evening, afternoon.
All that matters is getting these automex to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Hi. So...
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed.
Oh.
I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it.
I'm actually looking for mech parts, believe it or not.
We may or may not have what you need. Speak with Hazel, our ever-reliable and ever-resourceful quartermaster.
Right.
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the uranium leak.
Ah! And you want someone to patch it up, ideally someone disposable.
I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automex. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype uranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate.
Zeronium shield. I can't make any promises, but I do like the idea of the Zeronium shield. No, that's fine. I'll see what I'll see what I could do. Or does this lock me in? Can't make any promises, but I do like the idea of a Zeronium shield. Okay, let's just go with brutal honesty. I do like the idea of a Zeronium shield.
That's the spirit. You've got gumption, nerve, and daring do. Almost reminds me of myself.
Marshal, those automex have been corrupted with uranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Okay, see, I kind of want to help these guys out just because that's who I am. But I have to say, I also don't want to help them get their auto mechanic. I don't like Auntie's choice, but I prefer them to these guys. Aye. Now, wait a minute. Saboteur of... Right. I need to find the parts. Where can I find the parts? Is it going to even... Somewhere around here. So I need to speak to the quartermaster, and there's two of them. Just talk to the quartermaster automate.
Ambient uranium levels are higher than average, but within acceptable ranges. State your business.
And you're the shopkeeper.
This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply inventory at this installation.
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanical quartermaster. Show them what you got, quartermech.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode. Best look into that later. Please, give it a try yourself.
Okay. Let's see what you got for sale.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Please? Oh no, I wish to peruse what you have for sale.
Request not understood.
Oh my god.
It only understands the words I've added to its databanks. You wouldn't believe how many words there are for buying and selling. Guess I missed peruse.
Can I just talk to you?
For now, just use the phrase initiate commerce. It's what I used during the initial testing.
Okay. Initiate commerce.
Initiating commerce.
Right. Okay, this is energy canister, scrap metal, black powder. Yeah, it's a lot of money, isn't it? It's a lot of money. Stun baton. What have we got here? Ziraniator, which is a what? This is a... Oh, what the hell is that? It uses compact rounds, fires depleted ziranium rounds that cause targets to take progressively more damage from this weapon. That looks pretty damned good. I don't have enough money. I mean, that does look rather good. Advanced decryption key. I need all of those too. I need everything. Okay, hover drone, a pet for your ship. That's too expensive. Everything is expensive. Repeating rifle, shock barrel. All right, spoldered uniform. Oh, I tell you what. Repeating rifle, micro reflex sight. I want all of. I want everything. Before I do anything, let's see what I can sell you. I can sell this for 50, or I can junk it for some powder. It's a real shock rod. What do I need these for? This is crafting, right? These are the only things I can sell to him. But I've got loads of those, right? So I could sell a few of them. I need the keys more than anything. Long rounds. So this is literally all I can sell. Oh, no. That's all I can sell from... Weapons? Why is that a weapon one? Oh! That's ammo! That is ammo for shock weapons. Ooh, don't sell your ammo. Right, let's have a look. I've got trooper steel helmets. I can make 19 on them. It really does not look worth selling stuff. It looks like you'd be way better off junking them. It's just annoying me. Shot grenade. A grenade. Nothing sells for a lot. Is it worth selling some food just because I've got tons of the stuff? I feel like it might be. You know what? I'm just going to sell some food, but that's not really going to... It's not really going to make me enough to actually make a sodding difference. I can't junk this, right? I can't junk this. I don't think so. And I'm a while off being able to buy both of those. I want these before I want anything else. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, so once I get to 2,000, I need to come back here and buy that. Hi.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend the quartermech here.
Can I recruit people? I've got rooms on my ship. She's bloody adorable. I'm looking for parts to reprogram combat mechs. Wait a minute. That's really... No, don't mock it. That's fine. Yeah, I take it something happened to the old quartermaster.
Passed during the attack. Got his face melted clean off by this weird goo. And he was one of the lucky ones. Excuse the mess, by the way. Auntie gave us a pummeling a few weeks back. The old wardens paid the price. Where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should do just the trick.
Okay. I notice where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should just do the trick. Okay. I notice you haven't paid the same price.
When the attack unfolded, I was fixing the automechanicals who laid down their gears in our defense. Our leaders failed to do the same, which makes them more cowardly than an automech. I did my part to uphold the Protectorate. Can they say the same? Now what'll it be?
Right, yeah, I'm looking for... You were like slightly less adorable right then. I'm looking for some parts to reprogram combat mechs. Have you got anything like that?
You'd think that a fully stocked automechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory.
Okay... Where was the quartermech working at the time?
You're not implying the quartermech is somehow responsible, are you? I'd hate for the big guy to get in trouble.
Toss in a few bits and I'll ignore any crimes I uncover. Okay, I need the bits, but I was gonna... I'm not gonna report any crimes anyway. I was not. I mean, I feel like that's... Toss in a few bits. I mean, I'd like the bits. I need them. But I want to say, no, I know, I don't know or care. I just want to find the parts. An auto-mech cannot be found accountable for the folly of mankind. Yeah, no, okay. This one is me saying I don't actually care. I don't want to fleece her down for bits in spite of me needing them. I don't know or care. I just want to find the parts. Yeah.
Well, at least you're honest. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present and accounted for.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander. Those parts are bound to turn up somewhere.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all.
Okay. We haven't met, but it sounds like I ought to fix that. Oh, could she have taken the parts?
Delphinia? No. I doubt she stole what I would have given her freely. Best of luck in your search. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
Okay. So... Right, it's the lab I'm looking for is not in this direction. I'm just being a nosy person, sorry. What is this place? Just looks like a sort of mess hall. Okay, anyway, it was very nice meeting you. Okay. This is the science lady.
What?
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
That one.
Uranium poisoning. Only a mild case, but the doctors are withholding treatment to study my symptoms.
Sovereign's mercy. How do you feel?
Downright privileged is how I feel. Sick with pride, nauseous with courage, and chronically fatigued with honor.
That's horrible.
Stay true, outsider.
Yeah. I'll try. Okay. Oh, I'm very sorry. Hi.
Yes. Let's have a look at you. No signs of Zeranium exposure. Or anything else novel or interesting, apparently. Another humdrum workaday ailment, no doubt. Nothing requiring my vast expertise, surely.
Open vendor. I'm looking for automech parts. Nowhere. Oh, yeah, you mentioned Zeranium. Can you tell me anything about it?
Oh, gladly. I've rather dedicated my life to researching its unique form of matter. What would you like to know?
Everything. What exactly is Zeranium?
Zeranium is a crystal. Even in its raw form, it generates energy. But once refined and stored in a quasi-gaseous state, its output increases exponentially. Zeranium is found in a liquid state as well, but it's far too hazardous and inefficient for our needs. Refined Zeranium is used to power nearly all major Protectorate technology. It's an amazingly efficient power source. However, it's also highly unstable and must be mined exceedingly carefully. Even minor bumps or jolts can cause Zeranium crystals to explode.
Okay. Tell me of its dangers.
Zeranium in its default crystalline state poses 2 risks. First, it's extremely volatile, exploding with an immense burst of energy if upset in any way. Second, Zeranium crystals produce a small amount of gas, which we think helps stabilize its crystalline lattice, but that's just a theory. In this gaseous state, Zeranium is quite hazardous, breaking down organic matter through a mechanism we still don't quite understand.
How long could someone survive in a cloud of Zeranium gas?
The concentration of the gas is a critical factor. A person could remain in a light haze for several minutes, whereas a dense cloud can kill near instantly. Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let myself. Hope I haven't bored you unduly. Was there anything else I could help you with?
Okay, how do I keep from getting Zeranium poisoning?
Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the Zeranium as quickly as you can if exposure becomes necessary. Come to think of it, there may be some exciting new breakthroughs in the near future. Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from Zeranium's effects.
You're not the person I'm
Though she
looking for.
was having a spot of trouble last I heard.
Of course she was! And I... Oh, actually, can I see what you got for sale?
Don't have much to spare, but you're free to have a look.
Okay, blight fortifications. Right, okay. Thank you! Yes, I was talking to the wrong science-y person. You said someone next door, didn't you? Next door this way? Okay. It's definitely around here somewhere. Right, I'm supposed to be finding this person somewhere around here. But this looks... Oh no, this could be it. This is... Ah! For some reason I thought this was the auto-mechanical shop. But I believe... you are the person I'm looking for. Lab note. Zeranium in its natural state is less concentrated and seemingly less hazardous. Long-term effects on automechanical circuitry and living tissue are inconclusive. Use of a shield device is recommended. Concentrated Zeranium is most commonly found in industrial settings, regulated, and in the aftermath of warfare, hazardous. Protective equipment is required for closer inspection, however protective equipment is still hypothetical and pending invention. ETA unknown. Okay. Right. Experimental log X94. I've managed to consolidate the waveform down to a point where it can be generated by a handheld device, but I need something to project a field using it. One enterprising fellow suggested that the catalytic amplifiers used in Dragoon automechs might serve. The idea has merit. I'll speak to the Marshal about it in the morning. Note to self, one of the automechanicals wandered into my lab, picked up a crate of supplies, couldn't decide where to set them down again and just gave up. Later I felt a vibration so hard the dust shook down from the ceiling. Must keep an eye on their behaviour. Okay. Now, let's have a look. Delphina's notes mentioned an automech acting strangely, the building shaking and then dust falling from the ceiling. Maybe it has something to do with the misplaced parts. Is it the hole I saw? Check with Hazel. Your leads haven't got you any closer to the auto mech parts. Maybe she has answers. Is it... There was a thing over there, but I think I'll talk to this...
Oh, yes. I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want?
Yeah, you definitely give off a bad guy vibe with the shoulder things, but okay, so you must be the scientist the Marshal mentioned, the one working on a shield device.
Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
I could always expedite your work in exchange for something in return. Wait, why is it taking longer?
A number of factors. Zeranium is dangerous, and we wouldn't want a researcher falling victim to their subject of study. The scarcity of volunteers is also a problem. Everyone wants to fix the gas leak, but no one wants to step inside a hazardous vapor. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas?
You mean those clouds of fumes around the hangar outside?
One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Sounds useful. How's that coming?
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
I'd be willing to help if you need a hand.
Good. Wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all.
Oh,
now here,
that's
you'll need
nice.
this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
Does the gas need to be from the hangar? Would any Zeranium do?
Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that.
So this is dangerous. I'm in danger. Of course it is. I've got everything I need to know, so thank you.
So exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now. Gather those samples. Shoo!
Shooing, lady? Okay. Oh, she was pretty bizarre, wasn't she? She did give me the thing I needed. I don't need to pick it up, right? Or do I? Not. She gave me... Pretty sure she did. I've been wandering around putting my life at risk. So, I've got a lot of different things to do here. I think there was a hole. Was it down here? Somewhere around here there was a hole. And I have this sneaking suspicion... Oh, wait, there's another hole. No. Oh, it is. It's liquid Zeranium. That's not the really dangerous stuff.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zeranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Oh, wait, where's the... Okay, so we don't want to go too close to this, but we sort of need to get the stuff. Have I been there? Chief Mechanist, Woodrow. Right, no, she had a crash Everything vibrated. I'm assuming it was this. So I've got the sneaking suspicion that I have to go down there at some point. I feel like I should make sure I've got everything I might need from this place first.
Hi, give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of Zeranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You and Marshal Donaldson don't seem to be on the best of terms.
The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station. But I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me.
So blame the Zeranium gas. Sounds like the damage is already done. Yeah.
Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuses. And he does not tolerate failure.
Okay.
The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right.
Okay. I'm actually looking for automech parts. Any idea where they might be?
Hazel should get you sorted
Yeah.
real quick, assuming she has the parts.
Right, yeah, no.
She's right between the barracks and the main gate. Can't miss her.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Just thought I'd check, just in case. A mixture of heavy metals, incendiary chemicals, and improvised mechanical detonators. Someone who knows their way around explosives might be able to cobble these parts into a grenade. Someone who doesn't know such things can only appreciate them from afar. They're very nice. Okay. So. What? Refreshing. No, this is better than nature. Meet Inez at Fairfield's Town Hall. Okay. Aiding Milver Street should help you get into the Vox Relay. Pursuit of the purloined propaganda. A healthy improvement. That's finding the keys. A lab that shouted incoherently and often. Right, that's the guy that's trapped. Right. Wonder if that's going to be important. I'm still on the mechanicals, but I've checked with Hazel. An automech acting strangely, the building shaking, and then dust falling from the ceiling. Maybe it has something to do with the misplaced parts. An Aegis against the miasma. This is the one. Delphinia needs samples of ambient Zeranium to finish testing her device. She gave you an instrument to collect further samples. We get this. We get a shield. And then we can probably use it to our advantage for other things as well.
Not sure we should get any closer.
Okay, not getting closer. Except we sort of have to. Where is this machine then? Do I have to hold it? Do I have to do something with it? Is it a doohickey? Ooh. Okay. That is a lot of armor. It's not as cool as this, but it's a lot of armor. Yeah? I mean, I kind of like that as well. Wait, heavy? That's 9. Spalded uniform is 9. Peacekeeper armor is only 5. It's medium. That is better armor. And I'm not going to lie. Apart from the uniform part, it's cooler. What's this? Trooper plate carrier. Still better. The spalded uniform is because it's heavy. How are we doing for the old? Alright, so these are things that I could probably... I'm going to junk all of these. I'm never wearing a bloody bucket on my head. I am not wearing a bucket. I will almost certainly junk those things. Right. Wait. The collector. Do I need to equip it? Do I need to equip it? No. I need to wander closely. And do what? I feel like, Zeranium is a dangerous hazard that's found throughout Arcadia, powering the Protectorate's auto-mechs. Standing in Zeranium poisons you, lowering your maximum toxicity. Too much Zeranium poisoning can prove fatal. Visit a doctor or auto-doc to remove any accumulated Zeranium poisoning. Warning, some Zeranium clouds are denser than others, increasing the rate that a poisoning is applied. Thanks. Okay. Oh, that wasn't too bad, was it? That was... This loader mech is out of order. There's no obvious sign of what could have caused the damage to its frame. Inspect the gouges. Observation 3. On closer inspection, the dents and gouges bear telltale markings of a scrap bot. One of them must have jumped atop this loader mech on its way to the rooftop. Hello, Yellow, my old friend. Yeah. It's almost 10. It is almost 10, and I feel like we got a good place to stop. So I think I know where the mech parts are now, but I still want that shield, because this is a Zeranium shield. Sounds like it would be a jolly good idea. But then, I still wonder what I should be doing there. Rookie's reward maxes out at level 30. How good is it at level 30? Is it like really, really good? Like way better than all the other weapons, so you should definitely get it. You should definitely keep using it. All the weapons look very cool in this game, I've got to admit. Got here late. Did Gopher hear about Warhorse announcing that they're working on another KCD adventure and a Middle-earth RPG? I heard about the Middle-earth RPG. I did not hear about another KCD adventure. They're working on KCD 3, or is it something else? I'll probably just go and check the news. Anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow. It's Grounded 2 Day with Che. Che is back, so we will be Grounded 2ing, I assume, unless he's suddenly got the urge for RV there yet. We will just have to see. It says KCD adventure. So it could be a lot of different things. It could just be sort of a click and point adventure type thing, which I wouldn't be against. But not KCD 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good night. See you tomorrow.